Welcome to the very first episode of A Day in the Life of a NICU Mom. I hope you enjoy.
So, this is my first day in the NICU. Actually have been released from the hospital or discharged from the hospital. I was able to pump 120 milliliters of milk for my baby, so that's really good. And I plan to continue to pump as much milk as possible, so that he can grow and be healthy and strong, and so he can come home soon and spend time with his mom, his brother, and his dad. All right, I love you, my child.
4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
4 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, we are in the pathology lab and I'm getting my placenta. And I'm not going to show you his face, but anyway, he's the doctor who's been, testing on it and stuff. And he's showing me what my placenta looks like. And anyway, so I'm going to show y'all the next part later. They had to send it to the lab supposedly to run some tests. I wonder what tests they ran. And are they going to give me the result?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So when the pathologist encounters the placenta, we get a disc shaped placenta, and generally it has a cord either coming out of the middle part or towards the edge. And then there's also the membranes that wrap around the baby. And
What is this?
So this is the cord itself.
Okay, that's the umbilical cord?
Yeah, and that's what we start with.
Wow.
And that's the first thing we turn to. And what we like to see is 3. I don't know if it can show there. Sometimes you
Yeah, I can see that.
1, 2, 3. And that's the right number. And, sometimes we see just 2. And that's more worrisome for congenital thing. But everything here was normal.
Okay.
And the other thing we check for our NICU population is there is a very, and I've never seen it, but there is a very rare situation where there can be fungal growth along the cord that show up as little yellow dots. None of that was present, so all that was, this was a normal looking cord. And the other thing that we can encounter is knots, where it actually physically ties itself, and that can be very bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
Then next we turn to the membranes, and then the membranes, wrap around the fetus, and sometimes they can be inflamed, and we basically can't, it's very hard to determine that. Sometimes there is something called meconium, where the baby kind of goes to the bathroom, gets a little, during the process of, I don't see evidence of that, where it turns kind of green and slick. But we look for those for inflammation. And so then the final is, this side is baby side, and that side's mom's side. And when you see this under a microscope, it's impressive. It's nothing but tangles of blood vessels. So this is where basically all the oxygen exchange happens between mom and baby. And so what we're looking for here is we serially section it, and we want to make sure that there is basically no infarcts, which is where basically blood hasn't gotten to, where oxygen exchange isn't happening, and also if there were kind of hematomas, where basically there was kind of bleeding out. Thankfully, this is a normal looking placenta. We checked all sides, don't see any abnormalities there. So all this is just from us cutting. So.
Okay. Nice. So we're done.
Yeah, so that's the general approach by the pathologist.
Thank you so much for that informational session. Look, I just got schooled for free, y'all. Okay? And he's a doctor. So y'all know he went to school for some years. Bye. Well, if you didn't know, now you do know that you too can retrieve your placenta and receive information about what the doctors tested it on and what the results were, just for your knowledge. So in between touch times, I go home and find out that Bentley wants to still be the baby. Aww.
So, this is still the first day. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just making a video with me and baby. Oh, no, you're fine. So, what was I gonna say? What's today? Today's only the 9th. Why do I feel like I've been at the hospital so long? Anyway, it's about 10 o'clock at night. I'm about to leave.
Where's the other red part?
And I was here about 2 hours. And I'm going to come back tomorrow. And good news is they say he's going to be on the radiant lamp, under the radiant lamp tomorrow. I think I'm saying that right. Radiant lamp. So anyway, let's see. I will see you tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're only a day away. Oh yeah, he had to do the feeding tube today because they say he wasn't really eating. He didn't feel like eating, so he had to do the feeding tube this time. But anyway, bye.